listeners, how do you do? This is my podcast and it's just for you. It's called TED Talks and it's a load of shite, but I hope you enjoy it because I've kept it like it's about an hour long and all about Teessides, the people, the places and the borough pride.
Robert De Niro's waiting, talking Italian. Robert De Niro's waiting, talking Italian. It's not really Robert De Niro, it's me. That's right, it's me. How are we doing, everyone? Good. Oh, thank you very much for tuning in to TED Talks, the virtual podcast where you can have your say on things. We talk about news stories, usual shit, really, you know what I mean? Tonight's topic of conversation is we want to know in the comments later on what TV show you would like to see brought back. It could be something you grew up watching that's never been remade. It might be something that stopped a while ago and you just want to see it reinvigorated. I don't know, you know what I mean? We'll have a chat about that later. What I'd like you to do, everyone who's watching now, I'd really appreciate it if you would share this stream and you can win 4 fantastic badges. You've got like them ones there of me wearing a little hat and holding a cup of coffee, and then you've got like a Ted Hankey comedy one there, and then a Showcase comedy one, which is like one of my businesses and that, you know what I mean? But 4 pin badges will be sent out to you if you share this stream. Try and get it out there so more people can watch it and get them to share it as well. I'm going to pick about 3 winners tonight. So 3 of yous will win 4 of these badges. There's too many numbers there, isn't there? You know what I mean? But anyway, too much maths going on. Let's bring in my good mate, Mala. Here he is.
Here, now, Ted.
Well,
help you with maths, have you? Because you know me. I'm only good if it's like done on a dartboard.
Well, yeah, you were like the Stephen Hawkins of maths, of dartboard mathematics, aren't you? But like, if it comes to counting how many pennies you've got in your sock, you're shite at that, aren't you?
I was only Stephen Hawkins of doing that because I was trying to get out of PE. So I was just lying like in my chair going, I can't move, sir. And he was like, shut up, you mad head. And I was just like, yeah, I did that for like years. Didn't I remember? My legs wasted.
Yeah, you took it too far with that robot voice.
He was class, man. But you know what I mean? At least a man was a good one.
I am not playing basketball, mister.
It wasn't that one. I did the one off Lost in Space, you know, boogie, boogie, boogie.
That one. Oh, yeah.
He was class.
Oh, how have you been anyway? All right.
Well, I've been spot on. Yeah, and you know what? I'm dead happy because, you know, Broadback has made them bid, hasn't she, on that site? And she's only bought, you know, all the stock from Terry's Dog Groomers, you know, after it went out of business.
Well, the one that used to be on Lanehouse Road with that lad.
So what's going to happen, is she's only going to cut my hair, isn't she, in the week because she's only got all the equipment now. So I'm going to look like a poodle. It's going to be class.
You heard it here first, viewers. Mala is going to be sporting an haircut next week, cut by Broadback using dog grooming tools. I can't wait to see that. Bloody hell.
It's going to be class, man. I've been looking at, you know, like pictures that you do, like when you go to the hairdressers, but I've been looking at them on dogs because that's what you have to do. Like, and I've seen some class ones. Me and Genghis have seen them, and we might both get like matching stripes.
Yeah. Do you know what? If it's a successful haircut, I reckon we're going to be inundated with people wanting their hair cutting by Broadback. So,
yeah, and right, if she does it during the day, a bag is that large that it'll block out the sun. So if you're like, you know what I mean, you're trying to get, well, no, you might try to become a bit of an albino, and that's perfect because she's a natural sun canopy.
She is. Baron Broadback.
Baron von Broadback.
Let's see who's commenting on the old hanky comments section. I changed the name again there. Let's see. Early doors, I love pub. Yeah, we're on at 7 o'clock because the England match is on at 7:45 and we want to watch it. So, but I think 7 p.m. is going to be the new norm for the show, isn't it, Mala? I think.
And hopefully my bet on San Marino wins. Do you know what I mean? Them lads are going to win, aren't they?
But, well, it'd be quite funny, wouldn't it, if it happened against us? I'd like that.
Well, Ted, I paid you 50 quid and you said it was all right.
I put that on for you, don't worry. It's Fran Garrity there, presented on Zetland FM and local stand-up comedian. How you doing, Fran? I like you.
I love Fran, mate. See on Fran's picture there? He's looking out the window like he's going to give someone a bat.
Well, he's looking out of, out of Harry Graham, Harry Richard. He's looking out of, the Zetland FM tower, and he's thinking, is that a man having a shit on the beach? He's not happy about it. You know what I mean? Look, he's going, he better not be having a cat on that beach.
I like the way that, Fran, what you've done there is you've moved your glasses so you're proper focusing. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, he just has eyes on his head. You just don't know, do you, on top of his head? Let's have a look. Shared. Had Mal got bigger glasses or has his head shrunk? It's a good question, that Mal. Have you got a small head?
No. My hair's grown that it's just taken over the top of these glasses now. That's all it is.
Oh, there's Gillian. Remember Gillian from school and college? Oh, we got some stories about it. We haven't really.
I never went to college, so I don't have any stories.
Dinner nanny?
Yeah. Well, no, I was scuttling a dinner nanny. I was having
sorry.
Well, I started that when I was petting them up, and when we were kids and we used to roll dance with them, I'd be like, well, girl, wait till I become 16. And it worked as well. She was only 65, Ted. That's allowed.
And she had sweets in the pocket for you, didn't she?
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean? She had a hole in the pocket as well. It was sort of wrong.
Oh, look, there's Mally, looking very much like Robert De Niro, isn't he? Hey, I'm Mally, what you doing? Oh.
Well, handsome lad.
So many people saying hello, Michael Crooks. Now then, you pair of bell whiffs. Now Crooksy. Chaps, evening fellas. Hi lads, love the banter. Cheers, David. 5 figures of in there from Jason Watkin. Hello, Jason. He's a good one, ain't you? Would you ever do a live England watch along? Now, streaming whilst I'm scuttling our Julie? Is that what it means?
No, right, we can't, because, right, I can't pronounce any foreign player's name, right? So it becomes a bit racist when I'm going, oh, yeah, he's passing it to the other Polish one. Do you know what I mean? And then Ted's going, he's called Spankovic. And I get it. And it happens all the time, doesn't it, Ted?
We got in a lot of trouble when we watched that North Korea game and you were trying to do the voices.
Really? Well, as you know, I've got family in North Korea, as you can see.
Bitch, put it back on.
Yeah, what happened there was, when the North Korean lads come over and they stayed in Borough, didn't they? Well, and some Borough lasses, so there's a couple of us around in there. I might be in line to the North Korean throne, I don't know yet.
Anyway. Welcome. I've just said there, if you just join in, if you can share this stream, please, you can win 4 exclusive Ted Hankey pin badges. There's another one there.
We've got a bit down market here. Weren't you Palmos the other week? Now pin badges. What's next?
Yeah, but I kept getting grease up my sleeve delivering them. So, you know what I mean? And they're a bastard to put in the post. So, you know what I mean?
I love it.
Yeah, but anyway, right. So that's that. Let's get on with the show. And I think what we're going to start off with this week is, as usual, is we've scoured the news. We found some rather interesting news stories that we're going to have a chat about, see what it is, and then towards the end of the show, we want to have a chat. Want to have a chat about what TV shows you'd like to see return or brought back or remade. I said brought back, not brought back. So don't get excited. So the first one, Mala, and I'm gonna bring this one up because somebody suggested to me that this was you, and I just want to clear it up. There was a bit of a rooftop drama on the house road in Thornaby. Was that you? I said you were on top of the shop because they wouldn't take your brown ale bottles back.
No, right. It wasn't me, but I did stand with like 8 cans, and it was class. We stood there all day and watched them. It was brilliant. All the coppers were running around. It was like street theatre in Thornaby. That was mint.
God. Well, did you find out what it was over? Because I just seen the headline and couldn't be asked reading it and thinking,
listen, right, if you're on a rooftop, it's perfect, really, because if you need a shit or something, you just pop your kets down and it rolls down, doesn't it? And like falls off the roof, like it's a bit of...
Oh, it's carefully collected in robust drain piping.
Well, yeah, but everyone's drain pipes into Thornaby are done in, everyone knows that.
Well, they were all lead, weren't they? So me and Dodgy Paul went around and nicked loads of them and cashed them in when I lived on Lanehouse Road all them years ago, remember?
That's very, very true.
So
that's probably why I had lead poisoning, Ted.
And I had scuttled 70% of the lasses on Learnhouse Road, so I was forced to move.
Do you know what though, right, Ted? You did a disservice there because there used to be lead. So when you were doing like a little scuttle upstairs and the lad walked in, you could jump out, couldn't you, and hang on when it was lead. Hang on to the drain pipe. You couldn't do it when you replaced it with plastic, could you? People falling all over the place.
No, you might as well just jump head first out the window.
Which is all right in Dornaby because you only land on loads of rubbish anyway.
Yeah, I wonder, does anyone know why he was up there? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was about Brexit. You know, we're very political lot in Dornaby, Ted. You know what I mean? He was kicking off about the EU, about the fact that they're saying, yeah, you can't have your jobs. We're going to keep them all, and we're like, yeah, of course we're going to have our jobs. We're going to come over there and give you the job in a minute.
I heard he was just sat on his weed farm that he's grown in the loft. Like, no, he's gone like that, the helicopter, no!
I heard he's not coming down until a lot of Sombalonga gets re-put in the starting lineup for Borough.
That's a good one, that, yeah. So, yeah, that's the first news story that really tickled our fancy this week. They do get better. Next one is Teesside Beach Festival is back. Now, I think this is the one on Redcar when all the loose tarts, you know, say that tarts, I don't know, all of the loose lasses turn up in the little outfits and get fingered on the beach, and then they all have a big fight, all the lads, and it's all like boom, 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 all rave music, and people getting their tits out on the sea and stuff like that, and Fran's looking out the window going, "Oh, put your tits away," you know.
Yeah, Ted, as you know, when we had this conversation earlier, I think, right, it's Council Coachella, isn't it, for Teesside? So basically, it's everyone who thinks they're going to Coachella are actually going to Redcar Beach, and they'll all be there in the pre-marked bikinis with all the fake sunglasses on, giving it loads of lads with little skinny vest tops and that, trying to book them. There'll be things going on everywhere. It's going to be mental, and I'm going to be going down there picking up all the fags that have been left on the beach.
Well, I'm going to go down there rescuing people, because it's going to be like a tsunami of flange on that beach, isn't it? And I'm going to be down there with my life buoy like that. Go on, let's just jump onto me Todd, yeah? You know, that type of thing.
You've been told you're not allowed to take David down the beach anymore. It's unfair.
Oh, yeah. That's a good joke, that man. He's doing a little there, you know what I mean? So, Mally, who's watching, he lives in Redcar. Let's have a look. Oh, I knew we'd be commenting. Redcar tarts are the best. Had a few in my bar. So there could be a potential after party at Mally's bar. If you are going there, we can help sort this out. You know what I mean? This is a very good question here. I moved from Hartlepool to Thornaby. Have I done the right thing, lads? I would personally say that is a bit of a step up.
It's a massive step up, man. No way.
I don't know about massive.
Yeah, Thornaby. We are Teesside. We are proud. But Thornaby is the best place on the world. Do you know what I mean? I'm so proud I wouldn't be from anywhere else. Anyway, we've got the best dogging groups.
True, the Thornaby Scuttlers are an elite premier dogging group, which I am founder, chairman, and chief scuttler of. Mala just comes down, does a bit of wiping up, don't you, every now and then?
Yeah, I get paid in tips, so it's all right. I don't mind.
Well, I tell you what, though, Mala, it's fucking annoying when I'm in the middle of a deep scuttle and you're like banging on the windscrreen saying, "Do you want your windows washing, mate?" You know, like one of them homeless people in New York, squidgies and everything.
Well, that's my job, Ted. Do you know what I mean?
No, I want the cleaning products inside the car.
I'm not going in there. It's full of spunk and that. I'm not doing that. You bring it, man. I'm just making a bit clean in the cars and that, and then I'll have some rollings. It's class. Yeah. Welcome to the Thornaby fraternity, my brother. Do you know what I mean? We take refugees from all over the world. So Hartlepool, you're all right. You can come from Hartlepool. We will give you a safe place to live. When we
don't accept Loftus.
No, yeah, they use border patrol if you're coming from Loftus, mind. That is true. No,
Charlene Ogerman there now, love. She said primary bikinis with their champagne Lambrini. Very true there.
Yeah, it's class. I can't wait for it. I'm going to be down. I think it's on my due.
Adrian's put both shite now. I hope he's on about Thornaby and Hartlepool and not us.
Yeah, of course he's on about us. That's why he can't even show his face. He's like he's in witness protection. Facebook witness protection. Look, he doesn't have a picture.
Let's have a look. You have both worn a Primark bikini, 100%. No comment, Amy Louise. But if you want to come modelling around, man.
I have worn a Primark bikini, and there was 3 of us in there because it was one of Broadback's.
Oh God, yeah. That was like one of them parasailing shoots, wasn't it?
Well, that was classic.
Tony Seaman here says he was the chairman of the Borough Backscuttlers. Now, I've got to point out the Borough Backscuttlers went into administration because they just weren't producing enough membership fees and they weren't cleaning up after themselves. So there was a lot of complaints in the areas. We helped champion a local Stockton one just called the Stockton Book Club. So people think that's like for novels and stuff like that, but it's all about booking, you know what I mean? So that's another good one you can join.
The Backscuttlers were a defunct organisation and you never paid your subs anyway. So, you know, you're not part of the Scuttlers Alliance as it was created.
No.
But I mean, if you're welcome to come back anytime soon, you know what the rule is. We need 6 of your best lasses in a swap.
Yeah, I would be up for that. Yeah. What's woolly backs and fannies like Alan Cardigans? I can't put that up there. Tony, you get me in trouble every time. If you're not on about blowing canoes, you're on about woolly backs.
That's factual things he's going on about here. I'll tell you what, right? We are telling the world about baggy pouches of Teesside. No, let's not talk about that.
It's an important TED talk, isn't it? It really is. Let's have a look. Christian Armstrong there. That's you not getting an invite to the Loftus Labia Lovers Christmas piss up. Damn. Out of that one.
Well, there's only 3 years.
I did get in trouble last time though because I'm a biter.
He is. Anyway, it's all right because we went to the Broughton Club, didn't we? In Broughton, and they're like halfway up to Loftus, so they were all right with us.
Yeah, the Broughton Bottom Fondlers.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I've got the name there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Is Butter Batman in the house tonight? Took a right shine to him. Like, well, if you want his phone number, I'll sort it out for you, Jason. I'll tell you now, I think he might be popping over next week, so keep an eye on the channel. He might be going live. What's to say? Looking mint tonight, Ted, in that shirt. And she is Charlene. Yeah, look, it's my new butter top. And then if you have a look on the back there, you see that? 1969. Go. Beauty.
It's classic.
It's mint, isn't it? Now it's getting a bit personal on here now, Tony. I'm not putting any of them comments up, get me in trouble, you know what I mean? If I ever buy a racehorse, I'm going to call it Scuttler. Okay, Graham, yeah. I'll have £5 each way on Scuttler if you do.
I'll definitely bet on it. But I think if anything, you should call a race from Comes.
Yeah, I mean, we do encourage you to share jokes on the show as well. There's another one just coming here now from Max Searle. I went to a rave for dyslexics and dropped 2 Fs.
Yeah.
So I don't get that one. The Billingham Bummers, they're still going, Peter, the Billingham Bummers, but there's a bit of a lube shortage at the moment, so you have to use hand sanitizer, which could often be a bit stingy on the old tea towel holder, you know what I mean?
As you well know, though, the Billog lads aren't right either, so it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, they're just...
You know what I mean, Ted? It's a little bit like, you know, it's like stop.
I don't trust anyone from Billingham, like, you know what I mean? So,
far too close to ICI. I've told you lads before.
Yeah, if you ever notice, there's loads of side mouth on Teesside at the minute, like, because there's loads of spragging and there's loads of grassing and there's loads of secrets going on as well. And on Teesside Live, there's grassing all over the shop, isn't there?
It's the only thing that Teesside has got a reputation for now. That's grassing on each other. You should be proud of yourself, honestly.
Yeah. Next news story, Mala. We're moving on. This is one of my favourite ones here. Human penises are shrinking because of pollution. Freaking hell, imagine what they're like Billock.
Yeah. I don't think that's true anyway. I don't think that's true.
Show me yours now.
And what I'm going to tell you, right, is think about the Hulk. Right, he was just a little lad, wasn't he? And then he has like a drink or so, and he goes, and he turns into the Hulk after he's had some like pollution, hasn't he? And if you think about it, he's massive, so his schlong must be massive as well. It all must fit in.
It's a good point, that, Mally. Yeah, if you had a choice of having a huge Hulk penis or a green Hulk penis, what would you prefer?
Well, what do you mean, me have it or me given it? Or like
I'm not like receiving it. I mean, like, your penis, like, would you be happy with it just being the same as a Hulk's in size, or would you have to accept the greenness that comes with it?
Well, my penis is a different colour from me anyway, Ted, so I'm not bothered. I can do whatever.
This is a private joke between me and Mala, where I identified on a trip to Blackpool on a lads' weekend that Mala has what can only be described as a brown penis.
That's a bit personal, Ted. People are going to be thinking all sorts of you.
But it's probably like, if you put it on a Dulux colours chart, it's probably praline.
I just like tanning him, you know what I mean? I think it's
like rotten and it's about to drop off.
It should be. I tan myself. I like put ombre solaire all over except my todger, so it gets a lovely tan all the time.
Ombre solaire. You can't afford ombre solaire.
No, I mean the ones that you get from the ice cream van.
Ombre solairos.
No, I'm not having it shrinking.
You know what else it says in the news in the article for this as well? It says that not only your penis is shrinking, but knackers are being deformed as well. I've just got like an image of like a lump of garlic, fresh garlic, like someone's penis like that.
We shouldn't laugh. And this is going to affect future generations. In fact, I will laugh because it doesn't affect me. We little winkies.
That just clarifies everything there.
Knew it.
Mally's off to check his on a colour chart. Now, Mally's a painter and decorator, so he'll probably have some good colour references there.
Well, do you know that one you have above the toilet in some workplaces where it says, like, if your wee is this colour, you need to have a drink straight away? My knob's like the bottom colour of that. Like the darkest one.
Andrew said there his 3 penises haven't shrunk because of pollution. So if you're born with 3, it's the norm, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's not about the size, it's how it's used.
Who you've been getting lied to?
Well, let me tell you, Mally uses this to stir paint. Chris Adamson there, penis is shrinking quicker than the size of a Freddo. Been a cold few months though, hasn't it? It's true, Chris. I think I'll expect to see you in the summer in the Dickens Inn, in the best, swinging your cock about.
Funny enough, Chris, the price of a penis is going up quicker than the price of a Freddo as well. So I've heard.
The Lofthouse Sessions there, which is another one of our dog and gangs. Plums out, helicoptering on Thorny Green, and that. He's right. It's nothing better than a sunshine helicopter.
Well, I love that. That's brilliant.
Good, yeah. So, final news story before we move on to the interactive part of the show. Now, you flagged this one to me, Mala, and I think it's quite a funny one. Man complaining of extreme fart gets 18-metre-long tapeworm removed from his ass.
No, he was from Billingham. No, he wasn't really. He wasn't really.
We love Billingham people, really.
Don't kick off, yeah. I love you all anyway. You're all beautiful. We are all Teesside and we are all proud. No, right. This lad, he was from Thailand. And they eat funny stuff out there, so I'm not surprised he's got 18
tapeworms.
But the story said he was like having really bad tummy and he was letting out like proper wicked farts. And his missus must have been like, hey, yeah, get to the doctors. And he's like, no, I'll just knock off the 80 bob for a bit. Like, but it wasn't helping. So he was doing loads of wicked farts. And eventually they had to go to the doctors and they went, hey, yeah, you've got something inside your ear. And they started pulling and it come out in a wanna. Imagine that.
No snipping.
How satisfying would pinch it. To pull 18 metres out of yourself. You know what I mean? Some women know what that's about, don't they? But I mean, not for me.
Yeah, some lasses I know do. You know what I mean?
Of course they do.
But yeah, that's horrible, that, isn't it? You know what I mean? I mean, was it him that was doing the farts, or was it the worm?
I don't know, but he only looked a skinny lad. And the worm was like massive, though, it was. So he must have been eating his stuff like when he's been having his dinner. The worm must have been having half of it. Now, like, it's made me think, though, we could have a business idea, Ted, couldn't we? We could be selling these worms, you know, to get people get fat knackers so they're ready for Coachella, Council Coachella in Redcar. Lose your beach bum by taking our worm, right? It's orally inserted, Ted. Do you know what I mean? And they'll be ready. And when they're on there dancing on the beach in Redcar, we can see how big people's penises are or not if they're shrunk with. It mixes all the news stories together.
It does, yeah, it does. And then we'll climb on the roof. And if we get stuck, we can dangle down on our arse worm.
Yeah, that'd have been a good kids' cartoon, that, wouldn't it?
Arse man.
Arse worm Tim instead of earthworm Jim.
Arse worm Ted.
Arse worm Ted. You're just coming out. All right, kids. Make sure you wash your hands before your dinner.
Now then, John Lee Craig, up the borough, lads.
Up the borough.
What's this? Easy to measure a tapeworm. Very good, very good. Imagine how many palmos he could go through. That's a good point, that Crooksy. Tony Seaman, probably the most sensible comment he's ever put on one of my shows. That must have been in his intestines. Well done there, Dr. Tony Seaman.
It was in his bum. I've seen it.
Right, I think that's enough of the news stories because I feel a bit sick in my mouth. You know, we talked about mutant cocks and arse worms tonight. You know what I mean?
This is good, that. I like it. This good, is like you camp out, Ted, and have them conversations all night.
I just want to reiterate, if you'd like to share this stream, you can win. Pin badges, Ted Hankey Comedy. One me there doing like a Donald Trump face with a hat on. That's me with a cup there, and then that's it. That's the one that I made earlier from the comedy night UK comedy. There we are. That's
what your head looks like when you shave it in a Ted.
I'll be picking the winner very shortly, but we're going to have a look at we want your suggestions now, you bunch of daft bellwiths. So what I'd like to know is, it's a good question, is today's audience topic is, what TV shows would you like to see the return of or be remade? Now, I've got one to start us off with, Mala, right? I'd like to see the return of Golden Girls, right? But with the original cast. Now, even if we have to sort of dig the dead ones up and have them like Weekend at Bernie's, you know, on strings and stuff like that, I probably still would smash Blanche.
Who is that? B. Arthur. She was one of them, wasn't she? She was like the main.
Yeah, you know that old woman who was off Stop or My Mum Will Shoot.
Well, I'm sure they're past now, Ted. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure.
I think one of them still. I think Dorothy's dead. I think Blanche is dead. I think the old woman's dead. But you know the one who was like, oh, dead prim and proper, you know, and she was a little bit new. I think she's still alive.
Right here, right, like podcasters, if you know the whereabouts of the Golden Girls, can you drop us a line, please? Because I'm quite interested to know. Because I heard they were pretty good on the dogging scene as well. It might be all right. Yeah, I would have the Golden Girls, Ted. But for me, it'd be, you know, because I loved it. It'd be Making Your Way in the World Today Takes Everything You Got. Well, I know, man. Cheers, because then I could be my hero, Ted Danson. He was always booking, man, and he was class. And remember, he didn't even drink; he just ball his socks, wouldn't he, Ted, at the end of the bed? And then
you always wanted to scut a Carla, didn't you?
He take next level flange, that Carla, like. She could easily be from Borough. Mint.
That's a great one to start us off with there, really is. Let's see what the comments are saying, what they would like to say. Bring back Boone. That's an interesting one. Grain Jill. You'd make a good Zamo.
I'd make a good Rolly at the minute, look. Oh, getting picked on.
I'd make a good, you know, that teacher who was always in it with the ginger moustache.
Yeah, well,
He's a good one. Euro trash, but with us presenting. I'm going to go over to Malin now to see what he's getting up to in Thornaby.
Would that be the Romeo Cleaner, lads?
Yeah. We'd have to audition for a new large-chested lady because Lolo Pops died, didn't she? Because her boobs exploded. So
that's right.
To be careful about that. So another one for Euro Trash. So clearly there's the audience. El Dorado, some flange on that, like, wasn't there?
El Dorado, but set in Thornaby. That's probably where you're looking at there. It'd be class. Loads of people on sunbeds. We can make that happen.
El Dorado, but set in Thornaby. I like that, yeah. Challenge Annika Rice in that jumpsuit. Yes, not now though, you know what I mean? I'd probably like, if you could get like Holly Willoughby to do it. Challenge Holly.
Challenge Holly. But yeah, well, Challenge Monica to do anything at the minute, bless her.
Oh, that's a good one. I enjoyed that one, mate. Yeah. Let's have a look here. I think this is spelt wrong. Baggy Pussy. Great that cat who mends broken toys. I know a few of them.
Ted, can I have
an Alan Partridge reference here? Youth hustling with Chris Eubank.
Monkey tennis. Yeah. Can I have another one, Ted?
You can, yeah. It's a good one, that Rich.
I want, if your phantom house needs haunting, just call Rent a Ghost. Yeah. Class, mate. Like, listen to me, podcasters. How shit hot was Miss Popoff? And I know she's in Coronation Street and that, but honest to God, she was mint. I had many a wank over her, and I was only like 10 at the time. That music.
It wasn't over her, though, was it? It was the one who just Jester who said to me, "Is it Mr. Claypole?"
Well, that's never been proven, Ted. It was.
You said you used to toss on after Mr. Claypole.
The music used to set me off.
I used to love Airwolf or Street Hawk. You know what I mean? Sometimes, right, I'll stand next to a bloke in a toilet, and I'll be very jealous that his piss sounds like Airwolf taking off, and mine doesn't.
No.
You know what I mean? Blue Thunder used to like that as well.
Yours looks like Blue Thunder because of everything you're drinking, Ted.
There we go. That's it. Fran here, Bullseye. Would you like to see the return of Bullseye? Who would you get to present Bullseye? And don't say Paddy McGuinness, because I'll do a shit in your face.
I was going to say Martin McGuinness. He'd have an eye on it.
No, welcome to Bullseye. Now, guys, you're playing to be part of the community.
Yeah, Ted, Bullseye's class.
Bully goes past doing an Orange Order march.
We're playing both sides of the divide there, Ted. I like it. You were doing it.
Do you know what I mean? I'm good at that.
Yeah, Ted, right? I think you could do it anyway. You could do that. And Julie could be Bully. Just
like that. Instead of going past with a dictionary, she's just eating crisps.
Yeah. Class.
Good suggestion, that Fran. I think I would like to see. It's hard to think, isn't it? Because you always get comedians to do these type of shows. Like someone like John Bishop will end up getting it. That's it. You're playing for the bully tankers and pens. It'd be crap.
It sounds angry, that, doesn't it?
That's how John Bishop talk. Everything he talks about is angry like this.
Ted, can my dad do it? Because he looks a bit like your man who used to do Bullseye anyway, doesn't he?
Your dad looks like Tommy Cannon.
He does. God rest his soul, Tommy Cannon, by the way. Beautiful man. Yeah. Ted, do you know what I'd have? I'd have Through the Keyhole, but it'd be more like presented by Stacey Dooley. Do you know, like when it wouldn't be people going to people's houses.
Let's move on. Shut up, Mala, dickhead. Here we go. The Interceptor. Is that a porno?
I can't remember that one. Yeah, do you know I was only allowed to watch Channel 4 once?
Charlene's created a hybrid there of two shows. On the buses, Only Fools and Horses, where...
on the buses, right, if you watch that now, Ted, right, the blokes are like 60 and the women are like 20. It's proper perverted.
They look 60, but they're like footballers from back then as well. They're all in their 30s because they've been smoking and drinking since they were 5.
Well, look at me, man. I'm doing that. And I still look like I'm at least...
all right, Olive, I'll give you one on the old back of the bus, wouldn't I? Behave, you mucky get, you just turned 21.
There's honestly, no, right, the small lad with the black hair, right, he must be knocking on 60. And his missus is easy, like 19 or 20, and she's mint. Proper perverted, that, like, on the buses. But it was class. And Olive was mint, wasn't she?
I'd have penetrated Olive deep and hard and fast.
She's just big chic nowadays, isn't she? Chic girl nowadays.
Right, so we've got a few more to get through because I'm conscious the match starts in 10 minutes. So Tomorrow's World, hey, that's good. We could do Tomorrow's World combined with Eurotrash, and where we just bring the future of sex to television and sex toys and stuff like that.
Well, I'm happy with that. We could do that, Ted.
The Mally's up for Bullseye as well. I'll be the same. Now, I wouldn't like to see that remade because I think that's a classic. It's the same with Boys from the Black stuff as well. I wouldn't like to see that remade.
I just don't want to see Jimmy Nail on my telly ever again. So
no, not since we went to Top of the Pops and he sang Crocodile Shoes right in our face. I wasn't happy about that.
No.
Okay.
That's a good suggestion there. Cammy for Bullseye.
Well, he could do Bullseye. Well, I could.
We've got another porno here, I think. Manimal. I don't remember that one. No, I can't have Jason Manford for Bullseye. I mean, I like Jason Manford as a stand-up, but everything else he does, it just cheeses me loads, you know, like I'm going to sing a song or I'm going to grow a beard.
Yeah, well, Ted, me and you can do Bullseye because I'm class at me maths. Remember I said at the beginning, I can do the counting and you can do all the scuttling and you can give away loads of fridges and all that crap stuff we have in the back garden.
That's a good one, that, yeah. I think this is a good, we could do Kickstart as well with our Plaggy Pigs.
You'd think they would do round Thornaby anyway. There's always people playing Kickstart all over the shop. Baywatch.
Ted, you could be the Hoff and Malak could be the one you pull from the sea and have to blow down his brown pipe to save him.
Ted, well, funny enough, right, when Council Coachella's on in Redcar, Ted's going to be in charge of that, aren't you, Ted?
Yeah, I am, yeah. Anybody who gets in the water and doesn't have the top off has to get out.
Well,
Super Gran.
I don't remember that. I know you like.
Can we have like a proper glamour nana though, playing Super Gran? You know, like you know what's she called? Out of fucking Absolutely Fabulous, Joanna Lumley, a Super Gran. Oh, hello,
she's like a super great gran now.
Oh, she's mint, you know.
Well, yeah, she does a lot for the Gurkhas, so I'm happy. Well done, Joanna.
Here we go. Manimal, eyes of a hawk, ears of a wolf.
Oh, I remember it. Yeah, I remember.
I thought that was Marshall Bravestar.
Don't do Marshall Bravestar again.
Marshall Bravestar.
I won't be able to sleep.
The golden shot, Duncan. You keep your personal home videos to yourself. You mustn't get. You know what I mean?
A different version of Two Girls, One Cup. What else have we got?
Shut up your dials. Don't remember that one. The Professionals. That's a good one. Why don't you? We could do early morning TV shows. Like, right, we're going to show you this morning how you can make your mum and dad a massive cock from a fairy liquid bottle. Here we go.
I'm not allowed to do that. Remember, Ted. I cannot be involved with any children's programs. It's a law.
Mike Reed's runaround. We could have Ted Hankey's reach around.
Class. Yeah, can we do swap shop as well? Because that was meant. Because I want to be like, yeah, can I swap a nice house for my crap council one that I've got, please? Is there any chance? Swap shop would do it.
Swap shop would be a good one, yeah. Anyone remember the adventure game?
Yeah, that was where you had to wear the helmet, and like there was a kid and they said, walk forward 3 spaces, and it was like the graphics were like done on a Commodore Amiga.
Yeah, Gladiators. Jet would be up for coming back to it, I think. You know, I once met a wolf at Butlins. I think I could have a word with him.
If Jet did hang and tough now, her tits would be hitting the floor. She must be getting on a bit now.
She's beautiful still, Jet. Behave. Now, I think I will be quite good as the referee of Gladiators, I think. You know, like, Gladiators, are you ready? I could do that. And then just make them all nude mud wrestle.
If I wasn't getting my hair cut this week, off our last, like I could probably have been Wolf in a couple of weeks' time. Do you know what I mean? Because I'd love to be Wolf because he was a bit of a knobhead and so am I.
He was quite handsome, Wolf, you know.
What, you saying I couldn't be Wolf because I'm not handsome enough? How dare you? I could be. All right, can I be Rhino instead then?
Oh, we could just do a cannibalistic porno movie just called Glad He Ate Her. Everyone's up for that. It's an old joke. In fact, Sharp's Funhouse. Get the little twins on. We might have to, I don't know, I reckon we'll still have the original twins on, but we'll bring on some new twins as well for the younger audience. The Big Book Fest, the Big Book Fast, as I'm known as, around Thornaby. You know what I mean? England are walking out now. Cheers, Duncan.
What? They're walking out of the stadium. Nightmare. That was class. Nightmare. That was the one.
Finger Mouse.
Yeah, Finger. That's the Chinese version. Finger Mouse.
Jet is from Billog. Yes, she is. Diane Bluedale, she's called, and she's rather beautiful.
Charlie, do you know? I need to know
where folks was born in her at one point.
I'm not having that.
He was. And Janino was born and someone's knocking at the door.
Yeah, I've heard Janino was banging some TV presenter that now does
the lottery one.
Well, yeah,
We've all had to go that one, haven't we?
Aye. Anyway, yeah. So rumour is.
Good. Loads of side mouths.
What
was that?
do you reckon Janino had a big wanger?
I don't know. I've seen Emerson's in the Empire.
No, you did. That's why you got a bat. You shouldn't have been looking over, man. It was over the stall as well.
Honestly, I've never seen a bell like that before. It was huge.
That's how he used to generate his power. It was like a pendulum. He'd swing his cock back and swing his right foot forward. Fort Boyard, yeah, that was mint as well.
Dirty Den's dead now, isn't he? So, please don't have Danny Dyer doing it. Welcome to Fort Boyard. Get your twice down there, innit?
Well, yeah, well, I don't like many Mockney things anyway.
No, good, right? Mother.
Finish. Can I plug Bob Mortimer's got a new book out? Has everyone seen that? I'm going to read it soon.
Yeah, I think you should, mate. Why I pick a winner, you'll do some solo material. Have you got any planned?
Well, of course I have. Right, listen to me, people. Bob Mortimer's just brought a new book out and it looks mint. So everyone get on your Google machines now and let's all buy it. And then Bob will have more money and he'll give us some because we're posting it on here saying everybody. Do you know what I mean? There you go, Ted. That was my solo material. This is why
I'm just randomly picking 3 people now off my Facebook. First one there, Andrew Harkin. You've won 4 of these lovely badges. So you were the first one to win these. So I'll tell you how to get them in a minute. Next one.
Do not transfer any money into Ted's account.
Oh, Chris Adamson. You've won 4 of these badges. I'm going to do one more. Who shared the stream? Hang on. Right, hang on.
You had frozen a bit there.
Deborah Patton, you've won 4 of these badges. That's 3 winners there. I'll be doing some more next week. That's pretty good, isn't it?
You're completely out of sync on my side there, Ted.
I might. Oh, my fucking computer's crashed. Oh.
Just need to watch the England match, but we can still hear your beautiful voice, Ted. That's why you should
get out of this now.
That's why you should pay to be on broadbands. It still works, Teddy.
It's because I went into. Can you still hear me?
Well, we can hear you. We just can't.
It's because I went into Facebook and I made the grave mistake of trying to operate too many programs at once. Are you still there?
Well, yeah. I knew this was going to be my show eventually. You ready? Oh, he's back.
Oh, I'm back. I'm going mad at the minute, aren't I?
No, hang on. You're just kicking off a bit. Hang on. You're doing something mad again. You're doing something. You've gone mad in there, Ted.
It's catching up, isn't it, on everything? Can you still hear me?
Yeah, of course. It's like you're in the Matrix.
Oh, I'm back. There we are. Right, there were the 3 winners. Thank you very much. Apologies if we went a bit skitsy there, you know what I mean? Like proper off it and that. But national anthems are being played. Cheers, Craig. So we're going to go and let you watch the footy. First night now, I'll put them on a jacket up the borough. Yes, class, Andrew. Thank you very much. All you've got to do to claim your badges is just message my page with your address, and I'll come round, leave a shit on your lawn, and drop 4 badges off at your doorstep as well. I won't do any shit, but I will send the badges for you. So just message my page, Deborah, Andrew, and Chris. Drop a message to my Facebook page with your address and I'll get them out in the post. And thank you very much for sharing the stream tonight. Thank you very much for tuning in. I haven't really promoted the podcast that came out yesterday, but it's a class episode where the Offshore Boys are on David Dickinson's bargain hunt. So check that out on iTunes and Spotify and all them places, on my website, tedhankey.com. And we'll see you the same time next week, 7 o'clock on here. So, yeah, up the borough. And believe.
Come on, San Marino.